Florence, Italy. A name that echoes through the corridors of history. The very air whispers tales of artistic genius and whispers of powerful dynasties. This is a city where time seems to stand still. Cobblestone streets lead you on a journey through the ages. Ancient churches and towering palazzos stand as testaments to a glorious past. Florence is a feast for the senses. The aroma of freshly baked bread mingles with the scent of leather from artisan workshops. The vibrant colors of Renaissance paintings leap from museum walls. The sound of church bells fills the air, a timeless melody that has resonated for centuries. Florence is a city that captivates the soul. It's a place where history comes alive, where art takes your breath away, and where you can't help but feel inspired. Join us as we delve into the heart of Florence, exploring its timeless beauty and uncovering the secrets that lie hidden within its ancient walls. Florence is often hailed as the birthplace of the Renaissance, a period of great cultural awakening. From the 14th to the 16th centuries, Florence experienced an unprecedented flowering of art, literature, and science. This era witnessed the birth of artistic geniuses like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Botticelli. These masters adorned Florence with their masterpieces. The city became a beacon of creativity. The Medici family played a pivotal role in fostering this cultural revolution. Their patronage transformed Florence into the artistic and intellectual center of the Western world. The legacy of the Renaissance is deeply woven into the fabric of Florence. Every corner of the city reveals traces of this remarkable era. Walking through Florence is like stepping back in time. Florence, like many ancient cities, has a beginning shrouded in legend and lost to the mists of time. Some historians believe it was founded by the Etruscans, a mysterious people who inhabited central Italy before the rise of Rome. Others suggest it was a Roman settlement, established by Julius Caesar himself. What we do know is that Florence, then called Florentia, emerged as a significant Roman colony in the 1st century BC. The Romans, known for their urban planning and infrastructure, laid out the city in a grid pattern, with a forum at its center. They built temples, baths, and an amphitheater, remnants of which can still be found today. Despite its Roman origins, Florence remained a relatively small town for centuries. It wasn't until the Middle Ages that it began to truly flourish. As the Roman Empire crumbled, Florence, like many Italian cities, became an independent commune. This newfound autonomy allowed it to develop its own identity and pursue its own destiny. By the 12th century, Florence had transformed into a bustling center of trade and commerce. Its strategic location on the Arno River made it a vital hub for merchants traveling between Italy and the rest of Europe. The city grew wealthy on the back of its textile industry, particularly the production of fine wool and silk fabrics. With wealth came political power, and Florence, like other Italian city-states, established itself as a republic. It was a time of great civic pride and ambition. The Florentines, eager to showcase their newfound prosperity, embarked on an ambitious building program, constructing magnificent churches, palaces, and public buildings. The city was not without its internal struggles. Rival factions, noble families, and guilds constantly vied for power, leading to periods of instability and even violence. Yet, through it all, Florence continued to thrive, its spirit unbroken. It was during this tumultuous period that the seeds of the Renaissance were sown. No story of Florence would be complete without mentioning the Medici family. This powerful banking family rose to prominence in the 14th century and would shape the destiny of Florence for generations to come. The Medici were not elected officials, but shrewd businessmen and cunning politicians who understood the levers of power. Cosimo de' Medici, considered the first patriarch of the dynasty, used his immense wealth to gain influence over the city government. He was a patron of the arts and sciences, supporting artists, architects, and scholars. His patronage helped to create the conditions for the Renaissance to flourish in Florence. The Medici family's influence extended beyond the political and economic spheres. They were also great patrons of the arts, commissioning some of the most iconic works of the Renaissance. Their patronage helped to shape the artistic landscape of Florence, transforming it into a showcase for the world's greatest talents. No visit to Florence is complete without standing in awe of the Duomo, the city's magnificent cathedral. Officially known as the Cattedrale di Santa Maria del Fiore, its most striking feature is its massive dome, a masterpiece of engineering by Filippo Brunelleschi. This terracotta dome dominates the Florentine skyline, visible from miles around. Construction of the Duomo began in the 13th century, but it was Brunelleschi's innovative design, completed in 1436, that truly set it apart. His double-shelled dome, a revolutionary concept at the time, allowed for such a vast and soaring space without the need for massive supporting columns. The Duomo's exterior is adorned with intricate marble panels in shades of pink, green, and white, a testament to the Florentine love of beauty. Inside, the cathedral is surprisingly austere, its vastness emphasizing its spiritual significance. Be sure to climb to the top of the dome, 463 steps, for breathtaking views of Florence. For art lovers, the Uffizi Gallery is a pilgrimage site. Housed in a grand palace built by Cosimo I de' Medici, the Uffizi holds one of the world's finest collections of Italian Renaissance art. Its long corridors and elegant rooms display masterpieces in chronological order, allowing you to trace the evolution of artistic styles. From the ethereal beauty of Botticelli's Birth of Venus to the poignant realism of Leonardo da Vinci's Annunciation, the Uffizi's collection is a feast for the eyes. Don't miss Michelangelo's Doni Tondo, a stunning depiction of the Holy Family, and Caravaggio's dramatic chiaroscuro in Medusa. Be prepared for crowds, especially during peak season. It's wise to book tickets in advance online to avoid long queues. Wear comfortable shoes, as you'll be doing a lot of walking, and allow ample time to soak up the artistic riches on display. Ponte Vecchio. Bridging time and beauty. Spanning the Arno River, the Ponte Vecchio is Florence's most famous bridge. Its charm lies in the shops built along its sides, dating back to the 13th century. Unlike other bridges, it was spared during wars due to its commercial importance. Today, it hosts jewelry shops, art studios, and antique dealers. Artistic heritage, a legacy in stone and paint. Florence is a living testament to human creativity. The Renaissance found its most fertile ground in Tuscany. Artists transformed churches and palaces into expressions of beauty. Walk the streets of Florence and feel the presence of giants. Michelangelo's David stands watch over the city. Botticelli's Venus embodies the era's rediscovery of classical ideals. These artworks declare humanity's return to the light. Michelangelo, the Divine Sculptor. No artist embodies the Florentine Renaissance more than Michelangelo Buonarroti. Born near Florence, Michelangelo became one of the most celebrated artists of all time. His works, with drama and anatomical precision, redefined art. Michelangelo's David, over 17 feet tall, is iconic. Carved from a single marble block, it depicts David before battling Goliath. David's youthful confidence captures Florence's spirit. Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel frescoes are among the greatest artistic achievements. Leonardo da Vinci, a true Renaissance man, transcended the boundaries of art, science, and engineering. Born in the Tuscan countryside, Leonardo's insatiable curiosity led him to explore a vast array of subjects, from painting and sculpture to anatomy, botany, and engineering. His notebooks, filled with sketches, inventions, and observations, reveal a mind far ahead of its time. While Leonardo's artistic output was relatively small compared to other masters, his paintings are among the most recognizable and influential ever created. The Mona Lisa, with her enigmatic smile and captivating gaze, remains the most famous portrait in the world. The Last Supper, a masterpiece of composition and emotional depth, captures the drama of Christ's final meal with his disciples. Leonardo's genius extended far beyond the canvas. He designed flying machines, submarines, and tanks centuries before their time. He dissected human bodies, producing anatomical drawings of unparalleled accuracy. Leonardo da Vinci, the quintessential Renaissance man, embodied the era's spirit of intellectual exploration and artistic innovation. While Florence's famed landmarks draw millions, its true magic often hides in plain sight. Step away from the bustling crowds, wander beyond the grand piazzas, and discover a different side of the city. Lose yourself in the Oltrarno district, a labyrinth of narrow streets and artisan workshops south of the Arno River. Here, time seems to flow at a different pace. The air hums with the rhythmic clang of a coppersmith's hammer, the sweet scent of leather from a shoemaker's shop, and the gentle strum of a street musician's guitar. This is where Florence's artisanal heart beats strongest, a legacy passed down through generations. Duck into a family-run trattoria, tucked away on a quiet side street, and savor the authentic flavors of Tuscan cuisine. Engage in conversation with the locals, their faces etched with the stories of generations past, and you'll discover a warmth and genuineness that transcends language barriers. To truly experience Florence, you must embrace the rituals of daily life, those small moments that reveal the city's soul. Start your day as the Florentines do, with a strong espresso and a sweet pastry at a local cafe, watching the city awaken around you. Engage your senses at the Mercato Centrale, Florence's vibrant food market. Here, amidst the colorful stalls overflowing with fresh produce, aromatic cheeses, and cured meats, you'll find the true essence of Italian gastronomy. It's a feast for the eyes as much as the palate. As dusk descends, find a spot along the Arno River and witness the magical passeggiata, the evening stroll that's an integral part of Italian culture. Locals, dressed in their finest attire, promenade along the riverbanks, exchanging greetings and enjoying the cool evening air. Florence is a city of hidden treasures, waiting to be discovered by the curious traveler. Venture beyond the well-trodden tourist path and uncover secret gardens, tucked away behind imposing walls, offering a tranquil escape from the city's bustle. Seek out the Bardini Garden, a hidden gem on a hillside overlooking Florence, offering breathtaking panoramic views of the city. Lose yourself in the Boboli Gardens, a sprawling park behind the Pitti Palace, adorned with fountains, sculptures, and hidden grottos. For a unique perspective, climb to the top of San Miniato al Monte, a Romanesque basilica perched on one of Florence's highest points. As the sun sets over the Arno River, casting a golden glow over the city, you'll understand why Florence is called La Bella, the beautiful. As the sun dips below the Tuscan hills, casting long shadows across the Arno River, Florence takes on an almost ethereal beauty. The day's crowds thin, the sounds of the city soften, and the centuries seem to melt away, leaving you alone with the ghosts of giants. Michelangelo's David still stands guard, a timeless sentinel protecting the spirit of the Renaissance. The Duomo's dome, a masterpiece of human ingenuity, pierces the twilight sky, a beacon of artistic achievement that has inspired generations. And the Ponte Vecchio, its shops shuttered for the night, seems to whisper tales of merchants and artisans, their legacies woven into the very fabric of the bridge. Florence is more than just a collection of beautiful buildings and priceless works of art. It's a testament to the enduring power of human creativity, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can soar to unimaginable heights. Walking through the streets of Florence, you can't help but feel a sense of hope, a belief that the human spirit is capable of great things. This is a city that has witnessed both triumph and tragedy, yet it has always emerged stronger, its spirit unbroken. The legacy of the Renaissance is a living, breathing presence in Florence. It's in the way the sunlight dances on the Arno River, in the gentle curves of a Brunelleschi dome,